What's up, Impact Youth? How are y'all doing on this beautiful Monday morning? It is Motivation Monday, and I have a message for you that hopefully encourages you on today. I ain't no preacher, so it's really not no message. It's really a story that I'm gonna share with you that hopefully just brings you some motivation and some encouragement. So if you have been doing the activities that Minister Janine is setting up on Friday, we had a Netflix watch party and we watched a movie called Full Count. Pretty interesting movie. It had a good message. It tied in with the hope series that we've been doing, and it just talked about having hope in the midst of a crazy situation and being grateful as well. And cool, watched the movie, got the lesson, had been paying attention to Minister Janine's messages. So cool. That happened on Friday. Saturday morning rolls around because the enemy be quick with it. Literally, not even 24 hours later. Anyways, so Saturday morning, I, as you guys know, I have a newborn. So I have my oldest daughter, Valerie, and my newborn, her name is Camila. So we're very sleep deprived in the Shanklin household. And on Saturday morning, Camila woke up at 1, and then she woke to eat, and then she woke up again at 4 in the morning, right? And that was my feeding at 4 in the morning. Ty took the 1 a.m. feeding. I took the 4 a.m. meeting. So cool. I feed her, get her a bottle, cuddle her. She goes back to sleep. I put her down at 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning, I hear Valerie in her room crying. Mind y'all, she don't wake up at 5 in the morning normally. She wakes up like sometime between 7 and 8, sometimes even 9 in the morning. So at 5 in the morning is strange for her. So I was like, she's gonna go back to sleep. Couple minutes go by, she's still crying. So I was like, okay, something's wrong. Let me go get her. I get her, change her diaper. I was like, okay, I'll cuddle her for a little bit. Maybe she'll go back to sleep. Nope. She thinks that 5 a.m. Well, I guess now it's like 5:45-ish. She thinks it's party time at that time. I do not think it's party time at 5:45. So there's an issue going on. I want to go to sleep. She wants to stay awake. So I was like, okay, she's not going to go to sleep. Let me do something with her then. So I was like, it's perfect. It's beautiful outside. Let me go outside, go for a walk, get some prayer time in, some alone time. And, she's in the stroller. Maybe she'll fall back to sleep. Cool. So I get her dressed. Didn't take us very long. I get her dressed. I get myself dressed. Somewhere in that time, Camila decides to wake back up at 6 in the morning. She usually doesn't wake up that quickly in between feedings, but that day she did. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? I can't go outside with both of them at this early in the morning. So cool, I'll just sit here and feed the little one and entertain Valerie with her tablet, watching some cartoons. So we're sitting in the bed. I got one over here watching cartoons, and I'm feeding the other one over here. I decided to do a Devo at that time, and it was actually talking about having a grateful heart, which kind of tied into the movie, right? And it came out of Deuteronomy. I'm not really good with words, guys, but Deuteronomy 28, 46, 47. These horrors will serve you as a sign and warning among you and your descendants forever, if you do not serve the Lord your God with joy and enthusiasm for the abundant benefits you have received. So essentially it was just talking about, just having a grateful heart and giving thanks to God for everything, for every good thing that you have, for everything that you have, really. So cool, I got that message tied on again with the movie. And immediately after that, once I finished praying, I decided to open up YouTube. And one of my friends actually has a YouTube page. And I was watching one of her vlogs. And she was talking about a DIY project that she's doing at home. And she kind of shows us a little bit of her home. Y'all, she got a super nice house. And the projects that she's doing is going to make it just even nicer. So here I am with very little sleep. With a toddler and a newborn, and I just made me watching her doing all of those things. It's just like, man, what am I over here doing? Especially specifically about the living environment, because I really wanted to move out of our apartment this year, but due to the Rona, the coronavirus, we couldn't move. It's not really wise for us to move right now. And then just financially, it just doesn't really fit us to move right now. So I was just like, Lord, why am I stuck in this old apartment? I don't want to be here. We're crammed in here. It's old. It's junky. I don't want to be here. So then watching the video, I was just like, I was just all in my feelings, y'all. Just very much in my feelings. And that spirit of comparison crept up on me. And I was like, again, here I am in this junky apartment. Well, it's not junky, y'all, but, old and we're crammed and all that. And seeing all the niceness of her house, I was like, I was in my feelings, y'all. So it really just ruins my mood, and it was a beautiful Saturday. So I'm over here with an attitude, washing dishes and just treating everybody with an attitude. And I had to check myself like, man, at least you have a home. At least you're safe. At least you're healthy. Your daughters are healthy. Your husband is healthy. You are healthy. And again, you have a home. You have food on your table. Your finances are good. You can move on your own, all of those things, like that. Those are the things that started coming to me. And I was like, you know what, Lord, just thank you for what I do have. I don't want to think about what I don't have right now. That season will come, and I'll get that at some point whenever you want me to, Lord Jesus. But right now, I just want to thank you for what you have given me, Lord Jesus. And that's what I had to be reminded of. In the situation that I'm in, it's not perfect. It's kind of crammed right now, and especially with the coronavirus, we can't go anywhere really. So I got a lot of FaceTime with my husband and a lot of FaceTime with my daughters, and it can be overwhelming at times. But you know what? I'm grateful for that time, because we'll never get this time back. So in the movie, the main character at the end says, this life won't make me happy, but in this life I will be happy. And that just spoke volumes to the situation that I was in Saturday morning, and how I was feeling Saturday morning. Because if you outside looking in, or really looking at my situation, I'm like, man, this life ain't gonna make me happy, but I will choose to be happy. I will choose to have hope for the future, because this is only temporary. And I will choose to be grateful for what God has done for me today. So that's my story for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got I hope you're motivated to just choose hope, because your situation is temporary. God has something greater for you. He has something greater for all of us. We're going to come out of this situation. We're going to come out of the coronavirus. But, choose hope and be grateful for what God has done for you today. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day.